support. You showed mad love for me, you know, so I appreciate you.
Yeah, that was really cool. So let's get back into a comment you made earlier. What are like five stripper no-nos and the biggest mistakes you see these new girls or just girls in general making?
Being friendly is one. Do you want
The
me to
other,
explain this to you?
yes.
Being friendly. Okay. So when I mean being friendly, coming in super naive, not knowing what the strip club culture is like. And right now it's a pandemic, so people are even more hungry because you got to realize some of these strippers, being a stripper is not a bad thing. It's all in about how you are stripping and what you're doing with your money. Well, unfortunately, a lot of these girls make all this money and don't got shit. Okay. They're giving their money to somebody else. They're not keeping their money. Their money is going somewhere else or it's going to their drug addiction or something.
Mhm.
Once again, I don't knock anybody, but if I'm gonna do all this work, sweat out my hair, break my nails, fall, get injuries, you know, get touched on, be exposed to, you know, other things I don't want to be exposed to, but I gotta do what I gotta do to pay my bills. And if I have kids, I gotta feed my kids. I feel like that's my money I worked for, and I gotta pay to work, you know? So why am
Mhm.
I, you know, not having anything to show for this? So I see girls coming in the strip club being all nice to people, thinking that these girls are their friends. Whole time these girls is like, fuck that bitch. They're gonna do anything they can to come up, and they're not gonna be your friend. It's rare to find a true friend in this industry, and that is something that I really had to bump my head with because I thought people care and they didn't. They did
Mhm.
everything they could to stop my growth, and I've seen girls think that shit is sweet. They come in the club, even with me, they be trying to be nice to me. That's like bare minimum communication with you because I'm not your friend, but I'm not going to treat you bad either. There are
Mhm.
girls that will treat you bad. I've gotten kicked off bags that I was on, meaning I worked for the money, but they lied and said I wasn't over there. So being too nice.
Okay.
Another thing is um, not taking care of ourselves, meaning you're always on the go. You're working, you know, at the strip club. You're staying out. You're drinking. You might be doing drugs, whatever. But just because you're a stripper does not mean you don't have to work out and eat right. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, one, if you don't eat right and you aren't taking care of yourself, your hygiene does become affected by that. When you come into a strip club and you're paying all this money to work, you're paying money to get your hair done, take care of yourself. Like, we got to take care of ourselves because you got men that are coming in the club that got wives at home with the wig off, bad attitude, tired as hell from taking care of the kids all day, and they want to be around a sexy, beautiful woman for just one night. They might want to see you for one night.
Yeah.
Sell that fantasy to them. Stop coming to the club looking like you stressed out, looking like you just been through hell. Don't nobody want to see that. You could have stayed at home for that. You know, so if you're gonna come to the club, come presentable. You ain't gotta do your face every day. You can, you know, if you got good skin, take care of your skin. Go get facials.
Mhm.
You know, these luxury services, and y'all, we're just worried about a new frontal and worried about, you know, getting some new heels when y'all really need to be worried about what's going on in the inside of your body because no, people talk about that. People talk
Yeah.
about that bad. Y'all be surprised. It's so like if I could show you this type of stuff that I see and how these men be coming to us like, oh, that girl stink or her breath stink or you know, she high off of like pills and you know, she not acting right. You fucking up your own bag. You can't blame
Yeah.
nobody else but yourself because you didn't do your
Yeah.
part. Another thing, I have nothing against people you know, having a management. I'm gonna use the word manager.
Okay.
But know the difference between a boyfriend and a manager. That's all I gotta say. Because there are guys who I've seen girls get tricked into thinking, oh yeah, he's my boyfriend, but he beat me up because I didn't give him this, or I didn't, he kicked me out of my own, he kicked me out where I was paying him to stay at because I didn't make enough or something.
Mm.
Learn the difference between a boyfriend and a manager. You work too hard. I'm not anti it because, you know, I had to hit a lick the other day and I was like, I'm scared. I don't got no protection with me right now. I'm by myself.
Mhm.
So I have nothing against it. It's just all in how you do it.
Yeah.
The fourth thing is remain humble. If you don't have a plan in this game, like, you know, when girls quit their day jobs and they just want to be a stripper, it really makes my blood boil, because I feel like there's no 401k in this. There's no retirement plan in this. There's no PTO in this. You don't work, you don't eat. So you got to go to work. So if you can't work, how are you going to pay your bills? Save your money. But if you're not saving your money, because that's the only, it's slow as fuck right now in the strip clubs. I don't know if you've been seeing what's been going on, but it's been slow everywhere.
That's
So
COVID.
Yeah, COVID and Christmas, people still recuperating from that.
Oh yeah.
So it's
Tax
just
is
been
about to hit
slow.
though, so it's about to pick right back up.
Just overall do better. Like, find ways, like learn about taxes. Like, I'm still learning about this whole tax thing because I have an LLC. I just don't do a lot with it. I've only did like the bare minimum where I've actually reported like taxes and wrote stuff off. But if I talked to my friend and he was telling me all the stuff I can write off and report and get my tax returns even more, I said, bet, game on.
Yeah,
There's
it's a
no
lot
reason
of
I was
stuff.
talking. Yeah, there's so many opportunities. Like, y'all don't have to actually be in a strip club necessarily, but if y'all are gonna do it the right way. Like, we need to make the strip clubs great again, and I really feel like the best way to do that is if the girls in the strip clubs start doing better. A lot of them are being selfish. They're not remaining humble. They make a certain amount of money and then they forget, like, oh, I used to be here at one point. When I said remain humble, you can make all the money in the world, but then you have nothing to show for it, and you want to talk about other people and their situations, how much money they're making, but you can't even pull out $100 and put it on a section that you want to get in. You can't even pay for your own parking because you want a man to do it. But you making a bag.
Yeah.
So sorry, this cough, these allergies and my sinuses and everything since I've moved down here have been horrible.
Oh Lordy, that's not good.
And then the fifth one, keep God in the mix. If you have faith at all, if you believe in God, just pray. Because even though we're taking our clothes off for money, and to some Christians, it might look like we're just complete prostitutes and we have no sense of reality and we just airheads in some people's heads. Like, that's what they think about us, right? If you're a model, I don't care. Pray about it, because God protects you. You will be protected. You put out good things into the universe, it's going to come back onto you. I pray before I go to work. And a dancer I don't even like told me, when you come to work, pray. Nobody knows that you're praying, but pray about whatever you're going through when you walk through these doors, because I promise you, you're going to get blessed. I said, damn, I'm praying to God about something that, and you read the Bible, it starts talking about this, that, whoremongering and everything else, right? So we think that we're bad people, but we're not, because it's human nature. It's okay to see a beautiful, sexy woman naked, just keep whatever you type of religious faith, whatever you have going on. I just, keep hope alive. Like, it's going to be okay. If you're going through a rough time, you may not make enough money tonight, but tomorrow your night, one person might make your night, but you don't know it, especially if you're going around being toxic, if you're going around being disrespectful and you're worrying about what the next person is doing and trying to stop their blessings. Your blessings are going to get stopped now, because you just reaping what you're sowing right now.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of us women, we're so catty and worried about what the next person is doing, who the customer is tipping and who they're not tipping, and who hair look better and who's got a fatter ass and all that. Stop worrying about all that, because if we all focus on making our money, even if we got to work together for a night, at least we getting paid.
Yeah.
Girls don't want to do that now. Everybody is really out for themselves, and they are willing to do anything and everything to stop somebody else from coming up. I've had it done personally to me. Once again, I'm a big girl, but I'm a big girl that get money. I've seen other big girls come into clubs and not make no money. I don't know what to tell them. There's other routes that they might have to go, because not every strip club is made for a plus size woman. Because I've had problems at some of my home clubs where they don't even want to call me on stage because I'm a big girl. And I don't have any work done. I'm completely natural. So I just got to take what y'all can get. I mean, you don't like it, don't look. But not everybody is going to be your friend. Not everybody is going to have your best interest at heart. Dancers, if you are a dancer, entertainer, sex worker, anybody, not everybody is a good person. Not everybody is a bad person. Take your time with people. People are so quick to just run to the money, but all money ain't good money. That's why this digital money is starting to look way more better right now because I don't have to come in contact with you, you know?
Mhm.